I'm Terry Trower, and I welcome you to How to Interview Your Relatives and Create Your Own Ancestry book. This is a project that keeps on giving. It's the gift you're giving to your entire family, not only now, but through the generations to come. The purpose of this course is to introduce you to two very cool and life-enhancing ways to bring joy to your older relatives. The first involves creating a book of your relative's life using dictation recording. The second introduces you to an awesome program used across the country in various settings that brings previously depressed or lethargic people joy and energy. By the end of this course, you'll have the knowledge and the skills to bring happiness and love into the lives of your older relatives, regardless of their age or situation in life. The first goal is to teach you how to create a book recorded by your older relatives. Yes, they'll be recording it, assisted by you. Your relative could be a parent, it could be a grandparent. The important thing is, it's someone in your direct ancestry line, someone that was here before you, someone who has a past that you don't really know that much about. Of course, we all know certain things about our relatives, but how much do you really know? I'm betting you'd like to know more. When you're a child, your parents are probably young. They're just learning how to be parents and how to manage the world of adulthood. They're busy, and they're absorbed in their present lives. And this is a good thing. In fact, meditation teachers encourage us to stay in the present. My point is, they didn't have a lot of time to tell you stories about their lives before you were born. Well, you might say, no, my parents told me a lot of stories. Well, that's great, but there's always more. And at the end of their lives, my guess is you're going to realize how much you don't know and want to know. So how about your grandparents? There's a special bond between children and their grandparents, but this is also true for adults and their grandparents. I have a client now who's in her 50s, and she really misses her deceased grandmother very much and wishes she knew more about her life. And it's likely that you know even less about your grandparents' lives than your parents' lives, unless your grandparents were either famous or infamous. When you hear their stories, you're not only learning about their lives, you're also getting a history lesson about the living conditions during those years. I know my grandmother was born around the year 1900, and I've often wondered if she had indoor plumbing as a child, or if she had to use an outdoor toilet, or outhouse as they used to call it. And if so, what was that like on a snowy winter night? It doesn't sound fun to me. Even imagining this gives me a whole new appreciation for our modern conveniences. They talk about the importance of gratitude, and I can tell you I am grateful for being born in a time when every house has a toilet. So you see, hearing the history of your parents and grandparents can strengthen the bond between you and even make you a smarter historian. In this program, I use my own life as an example of the stages of life people go through. However, if you want the fast-track version of this course, meaning you'd rather go straight to the meat of the program, I suggest you focus on the videos which teach you the nuts and bolts and how to record using your cell phone. If you want to download the interview questions, you'll find these in the resource section of the videos. Actually, your relatives may have their own stories to tell and not even need questions from you. And there's really no age limit. You can also interview younger people. When I was in the 8th grade, my teacher told us to write an autobiography, and I called mine From Pablum to Pizza. Bottom line, it doesn't matter how old you are. Everyone has a story to tell. In fact, why don't you interview yourself first and create your own book? You have a story. This is an easy way to be your own self-publisher.